that first thing they want to do is ask you about the tithe.
Right. Actually, they tell you the law done away with, but Jesus say, where's your tithes? That's in the law. You know?
And it's Matthew 22 and 9. Go you therefore to the highways, and as many as you shall find, get to the mirror.
He said, go to the highways. It didn't say build a building and sit in your building comfortably in AC. Right? It didn't say that.
How you gonna reach the people like that, man?
Right. How you gonna reach the people in the building with the doors closed? Hey, back in the day when I went, I seen them put a homeless man out. Ain't you there for the homeless?
Hey. In fact, that was one of the things that made me stop wanting to even go to church, was because of the fact that, like you say, they say come as you are, but then they talk about people because they're not in their Sunday best.
Right.
And then it's in the movies. Where do you see the most person who be talking the realest shit? He be out in the streets. He hungry. He got a sign saying the end of the world. All of that.
They got it from the example. They got an example of the prophets.
Exactly.
All right, you know, at the end of the day, the prophets are straight when they say it. All right, they had a whole segment talking about the Egyptian money. Everybody know what the Israelites are, man. All right, and they put us in that one level 9 or some shit that was called. All right, because our elders and our elders got here following the example of the scriptures for a long time. It says what? I teach not to put it forth. Everybody knows the teaching. They just don't accept it. Right. All that hell records, they don't know this.
Then they gonna want to know.
And the scripture say, then said they know prophet was among us. Right?
It's Proverbs
1:21. She cried in the chief places of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Right.
And scorners delight in their scorning.
So the real prophet's gonna be reproving you. It's gonna be telling you, do not this abominable thing. You tell me if your pastor tell you, don't commit adultery. Listen to your husband. All right.
Stop being gay.
Stop being gay.
What are you gay?
Why are you gay? All right. That shit is madness. And for one, most women that say they gay, they're not gay for real anyway. They still need a man
They're
part.
still gay. Yeah, that's wickedness.
We'll just be the ones with the kids.
The Lord
Shit.
said that you ain't supposed to be trying in Romans that they changed the natural use.
Vile
That's against
affection.
nature.
Game over to vile affection.
Exactly. So that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Why? First of all, why did Paul go to them churches? See, a lot of people say, "Oh, it was for that church." No, certain churches kept certain things, and some of them was awful certain things. That was the point of why he was going to correct them. So in the Corinthians, they was going off on a lot of shit. Yeah. That's why that's the most book like the most biggest book in the Lord Paul for the book.
Hey, Paul went in on it was some shit going on. It was like a son lay with his father's wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Get this man from among you.
Hey,
You know
this
what I'm
is Titus 1. Before, exactly what Bishop Matajay just said. Bishop. The Titus. Titus not only served after the common faith, grace, mercy, and peace from the Most High, the Father, and the Lord Yahweh Shabbat our Lord. For this cause I left thee in Crete, that thou shouldest set in order the things that are wanting, and ordain elders in every city as I have appointed thee. So Paul, like Mataj just said, Paul said to Titus to do the same thing Paul himself did, to set the men in order. All right, when he's talking about the church of Corinth, the church, he's talking about the body of prophets, man. They're called out, ecclesia, that word church of ecclesia. They're called out, man. That's the men that's, like the scripture say, called and chosen. All right? So it's a group of people they talk about the actual building. But they know that's not it, man.
That's not it, right?
The church of Corinthians are the group of believers, the teachers in Corinthians.
Hey,
all right? And they had to get set in order.
And when did the Lord ever say go make a covenant with them? All right, because when you set up a so-called Christian church,
it says the opposite, literally.
Right? You know, they get in league with the government to get those churches. Right? You know, hey, if you want to get technical, the government is what actually, and in that day, is what put the Lord to death, who sanctioned it.
Mhm.
It was the government.
Well, it was wicked
It
niggas.
was wicked niggas, but the
They
government
was puppets.
right, yeah.
They was set up in the office by the Romans. That's one thing they said. They said this man should cause us to lose our place.
Right.
They was happy to be high priests set up by the Romans. Not ordained by the Lord. Not ordained by the Lord, they were set up by the Romans. They didn't want to lose that status. So it was wicked niggas, wicked Judites, man. Some GD ass niggas, man, or some lights, you know, I'm just saying it's like,
That's your P. Diddy and Jay-Z.
yeah, yo, Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey probably was the main one, right? And they had our Lord sent to the death. They so wicked, even Esau said, I don't see anything wrong with him. I can't put him to death.
This man is without
And
fault.
they said, are you not a friend of Caesar?
They
They
threatened
said
him
they gonna snitch to another higher level Edomite.
Yeah,
That's niggas.
they threatened him with treason against the Roman government.
Exactly.
That's how
Wicked
they
niggas, man.
that's how they was able to push that down the pipe.
And this Exodus 23:32. Thou shalt make no covenant with them or with their gods.
They say don't make no covenant with them nor their gods. So you're not supposed to get in league with them. Hey, all you Israelite groups that got that 501c3, you got a covenant with them.
Which that's going to the Canaanites, but the point is, it's gonna make you go against your Lord, man.
Because that's why then you got guys that come in and pervert the word, pervert the doctrine. That's why they come in, and you get them pastors that's sleeping with these men. The TD Jakes and all this information that come out about him. The Creflo Dollar, the Eddie Long. All this information that's coming out about this guy. All the information that's coming out about him. Because the Lord ain't dealing with these places, man, these churches, man, that's set up, man.
So the Lord, I got a strong precept. The Lord don't dwell on them anyway. It's Acts 17:24. The Most High power God that made the world and all things therein, seeing that He is Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
So, the church built with hands, is it not? So when you hear a pastor say God is in his house, he lying.
Hey, get Jeremiah 7:4, bro.
He lying. Because the scriptures clearly said that the Lord don't dwell in temples made with hands.
Get that Jeremiah first.
All right, now this is Jeremiah.
God ain't in that house. I'm gonna tell you something. It's evil spirits. All that speaking in tongues shit is an evil spirit, man.
That's just talking about languages, but
Right.
they get into all this other junk.
Right.
You can't, you can't translate it.
Yeah,
Which means it's what confusion. All right, those are what you call lying tongues.
Man, niggas say, hey, what the scriptures say? It say, if I don't know what he say, it's gonna be like a barbarian. He's like a barbarian to me. But let somebody translate and another interpret.
Because that's what they said in Acts. What they said, they was hearing these men of Galilee speaking in their tongue.
Right.
So they were speaking in their language. Okay, but they done took this and ran somewhere else.
Yeah, they done ran with, nigga. Because really, a lot of that, the church system you see today is the slave-minded Christianity. And all of the what you see today is what the slaves pretty much started.
Yeah, that down south. They give me that old time religion.
Right, that old time religion. Right, it's that down south. All right,
This is Jeremiah chapter 7.
All right, now this is Jeremiah chapter 7 and verse 4. Trust ye not in lying words. Saying,
So what's gonna come out? He say, trust not in lying words. So now, this the scriptures we reading that of. All right, the same scriptures that's in these so-called judges, when ain't none of them called out. All right. Hey, some of them bold enough when they sign, they got LLC on that motherfucker. They bold enough to put their incorporation right there. They bold enough to put their corporation right there. Oh, yes.
This is verse 4. Trust ye not in lying words, saying, the temple of the Lord Yahweh, the temple of the Lord Yahweh, the temple of the Lord Yahweh are these. For if ye thoroughly amend your ways and your doings, if ye thoroughly execute judgment between a man and his neighbor.
Right. So basically, yeah, got to stay focused. It is hot outside. So hey, it say trust not in lying words, man. I say the temple of the Lord are these. Who going around saying this is God's house? This is God's temple.
The First Baptist Church ever needs
Right.
Said it 3 times.
God's house.
This is God's house. No, it ain't. Hey, matter of fact, hey, give me you know that ye are the temple of the Most High. We can take care of their time. That shit finna pop.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians. This is the book of 1 Corinthians 3 and 16. It says, know ye not that ye are the temple of Yahweh, and that the spirit of Yahweh dwelleth in you. Yeah, so hey, we the temple of Most High, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. We are that temple. You know, it ain't no temple made with hands. You know, it's us men out here on the highways and byways preaching this truth. You know, gathering the elect. Hey, telling our people, the 2/3 of our people that, hey, since you don't want to get right, you're going to get left. You're going to get judged along with the heathen, especially the Edomites, the so-called white people. You know?
And these wicked ass motherfuckers, so-called black leaders. And whatnot. They're talking about us as well.
Right, your black leaders destroyed you. What do they promote it? You got your Jesse Jacksons, your Al Sharptons,
Your Martin Luther King.
your Martin Luther Kings. Hey, Martin Luther King was a sellout, man.
I got a scripture to back that up.
All right, Martin Luther King was a sellout. You got pictures. It's pictures with this dude with the elite, man, with the Rothschild.
Okay.
Hey, all right, this dude didn't even write none of his speeches. But you so fucking woke. Right, his name wasn't Martin Luther King.
Right.
But you so woke. Hey, look, when we was by ourselves, we had our own buses, we had our own hospitals, we had our own stores,
Our own education system.
our own educational system.
Hey, what happened? There was a lot that happened actually. But a big thing that happened is oil. Right? Niggas struck oil, and they made their own oil refineries. And what they did was teach other niggas how to work in that field. All right, Esau wasn't having that. So what they do? Integration gotta happen. We gotta make integration happen so we can complete control. Hey, grab Sirach 12 chapter. All right? And then on top of that, we had our own bus system, like the brothers, we had our own everything. So when Esau got in power over us, they were able to control the curriculum. All right, they was able to police us. Then ultimately they got control over oil.
Hey, they show you that in that movie, The Butler. All right, yep. The girls, the women used to wear long dresses. They was respectful. All right, but then when they started to do the civil rights movement, the women, all right, the mindset of the women started to deteriorate. Hey, the men too.
Well, I lived through that part.
His son was soft in that movie. And she was rude. She was popping thumb at the table.
Yeah, first time I open curse.
Right, Urban say, get this bitch out my house. But now you look around and you see a bunch of bitches. All right, you got our women that's rubbing carpet with each other.
They became militarized.
Right.
I need another example of masculine. They became masculine.
Right.
They became masculine.
Right.
Yep.
You got masculine women
They
now.
put the woman on the forefront of the civil rights movement. And simp niggas follow behind it. So they had to make sure Martin Luther King was the face. But really, it was the women that was
pushing it.
That pushed it.
Yeah.
It was progressive. See, we need to get women's rights and we need to get civil rights. Meanwhile, the whole time, the black woman never had a problem with it. You know why? Because they was in slavery right with us. They already had to work.
It was already working.
That was a white woman's problem. And you niggas joined right up and signed your death ticket, man.
And
Now we here not running our own shit. We got Arab, the Chinese nigga own the city sports right here. Arabs own the furniture and the food across the street.
Niggas.
Niggas don't own nothing that own in neighborhoods, man. And this was set up, man. Integration was the worst thing that happened to niggas, man.
You got Todd Gold, you got Elon here.
Hey,
You got every nation over here except your own people.
you know what? It's funny y'all say that because when our money circulated, like you say, Black Wall Street and everything else, the money was circulating over 100 times in his own neighborhood.
Yeah.
Okay.
And niggas had mansions. Motherfuckers don't know. West Portland, them big ass, they turned a lot of the brownstones into two-flat and shit.
Two-flat,
Those was
three-flat.
one-family homes. Yeah, these wasn't apartments. They wasn't split up like that. This is a nice ass mini mansion.
Roseland
Same
was a nice
thing in
neighborhood.
Brownsville. Same thing, yeah. Roseland, West Portland, over there by that police station, got all the mansions behind it. Niggas owned that. But Esau couldn't have that. That's why they had the riots, what was that,
68.
No, not before that.
Oh,
1910, 1919.
oh, okay, right.
1919, they had all the fires breaking out across the whole country,
Right.
right? After niggas got back from war, Esau got back, they was mad, niggas was well off. They got a piano.
Yeah, they
got a
showed you
house.
that in the movie.
I ain't got this.
I ain't got no
that.
piano.
They took over our neighborhoods. And fast forward, the civil rights movement was another place they can take over our shit. Get that Ciroc 12.
This is Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so it is wickedness.
Right, never trust that enemy. Well, Jeremiah 17 says, we were born for slavery in the lands of our enemies. So since the conception, so-called white man, it's just that simple. Go ahead.
Right. Hey, for one, what has the so-called white man do anything to show you he is friend?
I mean,
to accept
we're still captive by him.
Right.
In a place that ain't ours. That's not a friend. Go ahead. Every nigga complains about systematic racism, yet you still seek to be approved by this devil.
Right.
You still seek and follow his way in society.
They
You
should-
clearly made it when it's clear that this shit is meant to bring you down. They make sure you're degenerate. Hey, who owns the record labels? Who owns the media? They make sure. Hey, this is why, as much as Cameron is a cool, he a real nigga because CNN had that black bitch bring Cameron on her show talking about Diddy. He said, man, you call him talking about this other man for basically another black man telling a black man. He like, I got my own business venture. Why am I talking about the shit I'm promoting? Why am I talking about how Mason every day, no matter what Mason's doing at 5 o'clock, he gets on this conference call with these children to promote positivity with them. Not his own kids, just a group of children all every day. Cam said he was in my own house. He told me, you gotta be quiet, don't come in, don't interrupt me. They do this shit but they want to talk about you tell another nigga. Why is Shrek versus Kendrick Lamar on mainstream news? This is a stupid ass rap beef. You know?
Yeah. Now that's
Hell,
how
why
you
is it because they want you niggas to be niggas. Right? The niggerdom is crazy in the fucking lab. Hey, the biggest cool is a nigga.
Yep.
Whether you're a drug dealer nigga, a gang banger nigga, it's not just a nigga in a suit and tie. It's not just Steve Harvey. Hey, your low level gang bangers, your chief keys, all these niggas promote
a death
that style that you niggas love eating up. Sexy Red promote whoredoms. So make your little noise. You got the video that went viral with little 3-year-olds. There's his hands on your knees. The black people love that shit.
They love to see
Yeah,
being little niggas, little degenerates, and out of order.
Yep, they got fake tattoos on their little son.
Yep.
Had the one nigga had his birthday, he pulled up with the off-white suit on, flexing 100 singles. He did the money spread. They want these little niggas to be niggas, man.
Yeah, they destroying the youth for real. Y'all destroying the youth. Y'all help destroying your own people.
Hey,
And
man.
then you got all these little, like you was talking about the beefs. You got little beefs. Fucking Money Bag Yo versus Big 30. Chris Brown versus fucking Milo. Flake Quavo, whatever. All this stupid shit. This for you niggas to be dumb or retarded, man.
Right, to keep your mind on paying attention to what's really going on. What's going on, not only is the Israelites waking up, right? All right, is the fall of this economy. All right, the economy is falling. They're trying to keep your mind off of what's really going on, man. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know, right? That Yahweh Shah is about to return and break this shit. Like the Lord ain't just how the church is depicted this nice guy. Right? Hey, you show me, and you can watch a regular fucking TV show, and you'll do treason against a man, and a man that had you beheaded. That's a fucking man. So how do you think the King of Kings feel? Right? As a matter of fact, get that I kill and I make a lie.
What was the name? El Shaddai?
Al-Ashadi.
Al-Shaddai?
You know what I'm
Demon
saying?
like power.
That's what the Ishmael called him. Al-Ashadi.
That's the y'all forgot this is the Lord. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. He's the same one that got so pissed off at the whole population. And what did he do? He flushed the toilet on them. He told Noah to bring your sons, their wives, these animals into this ark.
Saved 8 people.
Right?
He saved 8 people. Lord destroyed the whole known world at that day.
But y'all think this is a God of love.
And
He said, I kill and I make alive.
That's right.
He's a God of balance. And without balance, the world is out of order, man. That's why the Lord set up balance. See, people want to think that the Lord going to come and save all these sick children. Well, guess what? Reincarnation is very real. So what these motherfuckers did in their past life, you know, you gotta think about what the wickedness that a person did before you. They gotta exactly. So they have to be judged in their present life. You have to pay for your sins no matter what.
That is love. To be honest, hey, because you gotta understand, when the church tells you when you die, you go to hell for eternity. That's no mercy. The Bible don't teach that. You go through your punishment here on earth. That's why you got niggas born with Down syndrome. That's why your homie got blue down. He got a shit in the bag.
Babies getting popped, shot up, whatever.
Hey, look, the scriptures say wages of sin is death.
That's right.
It don't say the wages of sin is a eternal fire with a demon poking you with a pitchfork, souffling you. It don't say that.
So the eternal is right man's life.
That's it. It's Greek mythology. It's basically paganism, and it's Greek mythology. So basically, Hades. When you look up Greek mythology, right? Let them play. Look up a place called Hades. Now, what happened? Constantine mixed paganism in with the scripture. So, with the breakdowns, he put it in there. So, when you look up hell, it really only means the grave, dying. But Hades is the actual place where the Lord of the Underworld, which his name is Pluto. He got a bunch of names, right? Pluto.
All mythology.
Yeah, it's all Greek mythology. Hades, that's his name too. Right? He lived in the underworld, and when you go into Greek mythology and Egyptology, it's different layers of it and all of that.
Yeah,
that's Greek mythology.
Yeah,
How would you even know this place existed?
what was that crazy ass movie, Hellboy?
Yeah, Hellboy, right? All of this, right? You been there?
Yeah, how the hell you
Right. You know how you know, but the scriptures tell you, hey, for one, it tell you who the Lord is when you read who the Lord was when you read Matthew 21. Right, matter of fact, get that in to prove that in what's that? Sirach, what's that? When we shall live again. Second.
The second letter is shit in October 14. I bring you down to hell and I bring you down to heaven.
Right.
You don't send you to the burning place and take you back.
It's just made the grave.
King James version. It's got a lot of bullshit.
No.
It's
It's the way they breaking it down to you.
Yeah.
The version don't say what the church says.
We read that
The church don't teach the Bible. The
Church.
church don't teach the Bible. They teach doctrine. The Bible don't mention you. The Bible mentions you set to heaven, which is not fire. All right? It don't mention you going to the place of heaven.
By that logic, we all gonna be burned.
Exactly. So the King James version is not being stopped away. Well, people, first of all, when you go into a church, it's a closed Bible. And they only read like 2 scriptures.
And they feel good.
And then they sing.
It's a concert. Every week you get a concert. And and they pass that plate around because you paying for that concert. You just watch.
So it's a club.
It's a club.
I was gonna say,
Hey,
hey.
they say you want a wife, where you go? You go to the church. Hey, the women are easy.
They got on the same clothes they had Saturday night.
They got right. They go to the church with the same thing they had on when they went to the club the night before. All right, and then they say, for one, the Christian church tell you that God will forgive you. Right? Yeah, but after he smoked your ass, right? There's a judgment for everything you do.
Hey.
And like they say, God knows my heart. The scripture say he know your heart. He know it's desperately wicked.
Hey, but hey, all us got kids. We forgive them after
you whoop their ass.
after you whoop that ass. Okay?
You know, they read that scripture I called.
Go ahead.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 14 verse 35.
Now this proof of reincarnation. This is out the scripture.
For after death shall the judgment come,
After that.
when we shall live again, and then shall the man.
Right. So after death, the judgment comes when we live again. Right. So you whatever you did, you died, you go to the spirit world.
The Lord gave your
How
kids.
many generations or whatever the Lord, they
Three,
say,
four.
2 to 3, 4 generations you come back, or whenever the Lord deemed you to come back, right? And then you serve out your judgment. That's why you got some kids that's born with Down syndrome. They got clefts, they got a short leg, midgets. All of that is judgments from the Lord to where that's where that was they payment for what they did in their last life.
Wasn't that the scripture where it says, who sinned? Did he sin?
Get that
Somebody
in
get that.
Matthew,
Right.
blind man.
Did he sin or did his people sin that he was born blind? Like
Hey,
that?
how can you sin to be born blind? We gonna get the scripture. Get the other
I
one.
got the Ecclesiastes
Go ahead,
right.
brother.
This Ecclesiastes 3. I'm
And
starting
this we reading out the King James, brother. They don't do they not teaching. They not teaching nobody. It's all for money. They not teaching you, giving you meat for salvation. They don't care. Right, this ain't no trick Bible where we like, no, we got a different. No, it's the King James.
And it's not our interpretation because you see us linking it together with other scriptures and whatnot.
Right.
So how can it be our interpretation? But we got 2, 3, 4 different prophets saying basically the same thing. You know, in different time frames.
And they saying the same. I'm talking about they thousands of years apart saying the same thing.
Go ahead, y'all.
You know, go ahead.
This Ecclesiastes 3. I'm gonna start at 15.
And this Solomon, the wisest man that ever, well, the second wisest, but really, that's the wisest man that ever lived. Yeah, wisest man that ever lived. This is his, he wrote this. So everything he's saying is complete factual. Keep going.
Ecclesiastes 3 and 15. That which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been.
So which is to be has already been.
Deja vu, huh?
And the Most High Power God required that which is past.
Keep
So,
going.
which is past.
So
So
you gotta
you gotta pay.
be paid back for your past.
You gotta pay
life.
for your sins and everything else.
Exactly.
You don't get out scot free with that. Go ahead.
Because there's another scripture that says your sins lie down with you with your father. So basically, when you die, the bullshit you did is still stuck to you. When you come back in a new body,
Now you gotta deal with
now
that.
you gotta serve out your judgment. You know,
And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment.
The place
Oh.
under the sun.
the
Oh,
place
shit.
under the sun is where you get judged.
Earth.
Where you serve it out at. So
Right.
you got the judgment when you went back to the Lord. But
Right.
now you come down. He said, now you got to serve it out.
Right.
under
That's
the
why we
sun.
got put in slavery.
Right.
The Lord wouldn't be righteous to just put some people in slavery. They ain't did that. It's not done. We see it in our past lifetime as a nation. That's
Yeah.
right.
And that's why the scripture say, after death, the judgment comes when we live again. The place under the sun and is the judgment zone, which is the earth.
Let me finish this out.
So you telling me that we lived before?
Yes.
Yeah. Several
You ever heard
times. That's why I
somebody
said
say, oh, they
deja
got an
vu.
old soul?
This happened before.
You've been here before.
You-
You just don't remember.
You just don't answer. You
Yeah,
don't have
keep
to.
reading,
You have
keep
to-
reading.
It's going to explain. Scripture's going to explain it. Go ahead.
No,
That wickedness was there in the place of righteousness, and that iniquity was there. Which is, you see,
wickedness and a form of righteousness. Who is doing a form of righteousness? Us. But we going to get this Ecclesiastes point. It's Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that have been is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. So, hey, nothing's new. You been here, I've been here, we all been here.
Everything that's what created, it's already been done. It's been helicopters. How they make helicopters, first engineering. They show you helicopters in the pyramids. They show you airplanes. They're like, oh, we don't know how they built the pyramids.
Hieroglyphics, how you got flying aircraft.
Right. We don't know how they built the pyramids. The same reason you build a skyscraper, nigga, with tools. Nigga, what the fuck? And machines. How else the fuck you build a mega structure? With tools, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And machinery.
Is there anything?
Because hydraulics, and when you look at it, hydraulics is really a primitive form of mechanics. It's just liquid and using the pressure from the liquid to push something. That's it. Without any air in it. You know what I mean? So you really just pushing the force, using the force and the pressure from the liquid.
And using levers and
they making this shit in the jungle. Pulley systems. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They making this shit in the jungle, bro. If they making this shit in the jungle, you got niggas who's building whole hydrogen generators to run their cars in their garage. You know what I'm saying?
And the proof that the Israelites made those pyramids. You got pyramids in Mexico, Panama, Guatemala.
Everywhere the Israelites.
Everywhere the Israelites went, you got certain pyramids from these tribes because they were back there living.
And then you got something called the Baghdad battery. Look it up. There's batteries that they found in the pyramids and over there in Egypt where they dug it up. It's basically battery cells. It's a tank with a copper rod in the middle, and what they used to do, and they had two nodes for positive and negative, and they would put water in it and then put lemon juice in it to create an electrical current. They found light bulbs. They like, what Thomas Edison get this idea from? Nigga, he reverse engineered it. But who cracked the code? Because it's our technology. A nigga did. Because that's our shit. We understand it.
And they
That's
show
our
you,
shit.
what they show you that in that Saturday Night Live with Richard Pryor.
Right.
They went in the tomb and were looking at that shit. He said,
It's always
"You talking about dog? You talking about us?" They closed his ass in there.
Who's making? Hey, get Jacob is the form of all things.
There it is.
Who made the internet? We did. Who made? Hey, look, video game consoles. The first person who did it was a black, was an Israelite man. You got to read it.
Jeremiah 10 and 16. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things.
Right, he is the former of all things. Washing machine, we did it. Drying machine, we did it.
First open heart
We
surgery.
did it. Like, we did it. God damn it. Everything modern that moves society, we did it.
Hey, the only thing that
The dabs, the green, most of these companies that when you see Jake buying the cars, that's because it's an Israelite design. A lot of these things that Jake is doing, like the radio waves. Jake did it. GPS, we did it. This is all us that did this shit. These motherfuckers dumb.
all they do is steal it.
They steal it.
They
They
steal the
steal our
technology.
ideas because we don't have capital. So that's like niggas that go to the, you see Shark Tank.
That is perfect.
You go to Shark Tank, they say, all right, for your, let me buy your whole business. I give you $2 million for your whole business.
Yeah, they ran fast now.
Right, but then just take your name and take your idea off, man.
Right. I'm going to say the phrase before the point. The phrase before the point is more because
Jake.
And it was so good, the fact that the first started, copycat. Started to copycat. And then the motherfuckers who his shit was better. They would say this is the real McCoy.
I want the real McCoy.
I want the knockoff, the one somebody else was made. And
Right.
no, I want the real McCoy. That's how that phrase is.
That's
And
it.
wrenches and sockets and all of that. That's all our shit.
Monkey wrench,
Monkey
Jack
wrenches,
Johnson.
that's all our shit,
That was
man.
damn boxing.
And he was right, he was a boxer.
There's like MC Hammer don't get credit. Yo, he don't. That nigga rich as hell.
Yeah,
He's
I tell you.
responsible for a lot of technology that we still use today.
Yep, yeah.
Man, the man's smart.
Yeah, he did more than just
make parachute because they take money technology.
Yeah. Yeah, he jumped out there that Silicon Valley.
Right. So so this is hey look, Jake is the reason why this world moves. But yet now our people our people in the lower state, and that's why they give you basic ass low level knowledge in school. Like my boys go to Corliss, right? So these motherfuckers, they don't teach you shit. It's a school full of dummies. Right? Hey, look, the teacher called me like, oh yeah, your son, he got the highest grade in the whole school. I'm like, okay, I didn't expect that less.
My niece told me she go work at one of the AMC theaters. They stopped accepting cash. There's only one cash register and somebody's trained. But the kids, it's all like high school, right? You know, they can't count change. So like if you get like you know, I was like, you got this much is 20 cents. So when you get the 80 cents, they don't know how to count the coins to equal 80 cents.
Even though the machine tell you what the
they don't know the denominator.
They don't know the denomination of the coin.
So they don't
The
know
machine may tell you 86. They still got to know.
What a
They don't know the difference between
what
the
a
dime
dime.
and a quarter.
They don't know
They
3/4
can't
of
add
the
it up. Yup. So she said that
Oh my God.
they don't accept money unless it's the perfect amount. And if it ain't, there's one register where there's an older person that does the cash. Because they don't know. The kids are stupid.
Bro, that's crazy. I literally told my wife this thing. She always selling up work stores. She worked in education. I said, who's not coming? All these kids are retarded. There's very few students that got some sense, man. But America has been done for years. We did let's go probably a decade ago
Easy.
about how Americans tested against the rest of the world. Americans are stupid. All right? Plain and simple.
They sheep.
China schools don't end. They school system is year round.
That ain't why they dumb. That ain't why Americans are dumb. They just don't teach it.
You go to different countries. Like because when I was in,
different languages.
like I said, I went to all the foreign exchange students at my school when I was in college. They knew 2-3 different languages. That was, and they did that since birth. They learned their second language. Fluent. They showed you the Chinese schools over there. The little 3-year-olds in preschool cooking and shit, cutting up the vegetables, cooking up whole dishes.
He got his own you know.
They raw as hell by the time they like 4 years old.
You know, get the script.
That's on the parents too. It is the school system, but it's the parents.
Yep.
These parents don't. I remember when I was a shorty, I was my OG sit down and teaching me things, reading with me. I read the books for sure, but she made sure I learned. She taught me things. We got to the class because my sister. But I made a calculator with this young shit. I made a calculator when she was pregnant with me. That's why I do math so fast in my head. And it really just, of course, it's the Spirit of the Lord, but also it's the parents take the time with you.
That
teach
is.
these things, man.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. Hey, like I said, they tried to confuse my son with his math aptitude and this, that, and the other. I had to, when we went out to the western suburbs, I had to go out there to that school and cuss them out. Say, look, write something on the board. Write anything on the board. I don't give a fuck. You're on third grade. Write it up there.
Right.
Put up there. You solve that shit. Put something else. You solve that shit. I said, y'all come here and try to tell me about rounding this and doing that and all.
It was mad here and show his work. That's the kind of thing you gotta show your work still. That's the kind of hit me with that shit. Look, my work's in my head. I can't say it to you. Bitch, you won't get it.
I know that.
I got the right answer. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
You slow for not knowing how to do it in your head.
She want to see how you did it. No, bitch. It's the right answer.
That is. That is.
It only takes certain equations for you to write it out. So you can just have a visual marker.
Right. So you know where you're at. Exactly.
That shit is simple, but they don't even teach these kids that shit. They've got them learn. They changed math. They don't learn American Standard Math anymore.
Nope.
They don't learn how to do the equations the same way, man. It's all weird, bro. They use manipulatives. Somebody, my wife was showing me said this shit. Now, granted, it is easier, and it makes it even worse. These kids can't grasp before you even do it in your head. It's like, this is what I was doing in my head already.
America, fuck. on every level, America is
The
cool.
wisdom is before the evil, man.
Right.
And this ain't just a black thing. So I went to Mary's and I used to cuss this one, eating my bitch out every day in geometry. That was the first class. That was my first period class. And I say, this bitch is dumb as a bag of rocks. The teacher didn't say nothing to me. I used to cuss out every fucking day. So I realized these Edomites ain't in school because they position. I had to test them in here. Y'all in here dumb as hell because your parents got paper.
Parents got paper where they graduated from. They'll let them in off status. If they had an alumni that's a brother, or older brother, or sister that graduated before, they'll just let you in. That's what happened at my school.
It's called a legacy.
Legacy. Yep.
This is just a back of what y'all was saying about, us being a form of all things. This is Matthew 5:13. Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted?
Right, so we the salt of the earth. Without the Israelites, the planet would be boring as hell, man.
Now, there's what's the planet is dumb.
Dumb
That's
as
the
hell.
first. Fuck boredom. The planet is already boring.
It is boring.
Gang banging and
That
shooting
shit
your homie
crazy.
up, back on your homie.
It's the third.
That shit is all boring. All right. The thing is, the planet would have no wisdom. And get that surplus is wisdom. Get Deuteronomy real quick. But finish your point out, but grab your before when you get
Yeah, it is therefore good for nothing but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men.
right.
But
So if the Israelites, you're not walking with wisdom, your purpose is stuffed out. You serve no more purpose. If you're a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, you don't have this true wisdom, right? Your purpose is non-existent. And it says you like this, you're like the girdle that can't hold up their nothing. Good for nothing. That's like you throw salt on your motherfucking eggs. You bite the egg and all you feel taste is white and yellow. You pissed off.
Like, what the? What's that?
What's the point of this damn salt?
And then this is Matthew 5:16. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. And see, and that's what we out here right now, man. Like you said up here, said the song is just true. But without us being out here, man, this place is bullshit. It's nothing. It has no knowledge, no wisdom. It's nothing. And right now we out here, man. We ain't here. We out here explaining this truth, telling our people telling our people to get right, telling our people to sit up here and get themselves right before judgment day. It's about to be a real horrible judgment coming. And it's coming quick.
He's already here.
The righteous Israelites, we use Joseph as an example in Egypt. It thrived because of righteousness, because of him. He was able to foresee the famine and set it up. Same thing. Fast forward to today. We're talking about all these inventions that our people made, and we're taking advantage of. So without the children of Israel, this world was cooked.
Right. Because modern. Hey, look, the Lord saved Egypt through Joseph. All right, the Lord gave really the whole known world. Right? At that time, if it wasn't for Joseph, with that famine, it'd have been a lot more dead motherfuckers than what it was. Plus, it made Egypt rich.
That's how Egypt became Egypt. Because before then, you had different goals. There wasn't no one pharaoh ruling over the whole land of Egypt. They had basically different districts. But what happened is this pharaoh got power over other districts, which is written in Genesis. History tells you this. And Genesis proves it. Because it was written first. That's the scriptures. But basically what happened is the famine came, so what they do, they gave all their land over to Pharaoh. And that's how Pharaoh became Pharaoh, as opposed to a governor over this one particular node.
Yeah, they sold themselves.
They sold the land themselves. That's the scriptures. And history goes and confirms the scriptures say already.
Because they
Egypt became a dynasty because of Joseph.
Yep. Joseph set up, and then they go today. They over there stuttering. They call him Hotep. So, but supposedly, but they show you in Egypt what all of that was. The changes, they had little cubicles, like somebody would come and sit down in a cubicle. All right, they show you the big vats where they was storing all the grain at, and all of the grain had a whole system right behind to where the changes was, to where they opened up a chute and it let down a certain amount of grain to give it over to the person what they was giving away. Which history backed this up. Hey, look. Again, if you really in 2024, out all the information that's coming out right now, and you still don't believe, you still think you just black, you's a dumb motherfucker, man.
You are
You still
black.
think
You are black because you're void of
Right.
knowledge in life.
You know,
It says that woman ignorant.
the
You
simple,
chose to not know.
right? You like the death, like the scripture talk about the death adder. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. In 2024, if you still call yourself a Mexican or Puerto Rican or Haitian or Jamaican, it's because you just don't give a fuck, man. You just don't give a fuck.
You got
If you look
Hey,
at
for one,
there now.
For one, the craziness, you tell people this knowledge, and they're like, don't tell me, I don't want to hear, because I don't want you to tell me, then
I'm obligated now.
I'm obligated. But you're still guilty because you denied to hear it.
So even if you've never heard it, you're still going to get
Judge
lashed.
anyway.
The Lord is
Right.
coming to judge the earth.
Right, you know?
All of America will be burnt. All right, plain and simple. Burma nuclear missiles will hit this place. And there's only one way to escape it, man. It's that simple.
Yeah, somebody tweeted that 55 created the Smith.
Right, because God ain't this Yahweh,
Yeah.
is the true name of the Father. His son name is Yahweh Shai. They're not these nice powers that you think of. All right? When you, hey, look, you know, go ahead.
Go ahead, read that.
This is Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 16.
Hey, get Isaiah 45 after that.
Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals.
I've created the Smith. I gave this man the knowledge that blew up a coat. When you think of a Smith, you think of somebody that's fashioning something, you know, a weapon. Go ahead.
I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to
The
destroy.
waster to destroy. So it went from hydrogen to atomic to nuclear. Okay, and so the fire that's real, that the scripture actually backs up, is the fire that's going to be generated when the nuclear weapons is dropped here
It's
on
bad,
Dallas.
like,
200,000 times.
yeah, but it's talking about how hot they burn.
Yeah, oh yeah. Hey, it says, hey, that's the Sarah Connor way you shall melt. You shall melt the elements. Okay, so don't
Y'all
think
said
that
that
there's
too.
not a fire that's going to generate. But you ain't got to go down into the center of the earth to get it. It's going to be up here. It's going to be too in your neighborhood. Go ahead, read.
This is Isaiah 45 and 7. It says, I form the light and I create darkness. I make peace and I create evil.
Now, this the Lord, this the Father talking. This him. He said, I created darkness and light, peace and evil.
I got both sides of it.
Evil means bad times.
That's it.
All
I
right?
thought God was all love.
Evil meaning time and ill meaning bad. So the Lord brings them bad times, man.
Hey, didn't he let Satan get hold of Job?
Sent them on.
He sent them on. When you read the story of Job, hey, look, man, I'm tired of you not knowing shit as Christians. Because y'all don't read. You know what I'm saying?
So
when you read the
he wasn't
scriptures,
kicked out of heaven.
hey, for one, the scriptures say, never trust thy enemy. Then it say, set him by thee not. So if Satan was so much of his enemy, why was he, it say, God came with himself, and Satan came with him also. So that means
He was the son,
he's the son of God. Duh. So Satan, then he say, yeah, get the account. Get the account.
Got it.
We gonna read it because you Christian folks get too much credit to Satan. I said this last week. Y'all ain't afraid of Yahweh and his son Yahweh, man.
This is the
All right?
This is the book of Job 1 and 6, and it reads,
Read loud too, brother.
Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord,
Which is the angels. Keep going.
and Satan came also among them.
Hold on. So when did he get kicked out?
He was with him.
When did he get
Where's the
kicked
kick
out
out
then?
at? Where's the kick out, brother? That's that Greek mythology bullshit.
Go
That's
ahead.
that bullshit. Go ahead.
And the
That's
Lord
that
said unto
bullshit.
Satan, whence thou comest?
So now the
The Lord have a conversation.
Where you
No,
come
dog,
from?
what up, man? What up? How you been? What you been on, boy? What you been on? Go ahead.
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, going to and fro in the earth and from walking up and down it.
So he giving a report. That don't sound. You gonna give a report to your enemy?
I've been around the way, dog.
Right.
Checking it out. Why you say everything's doing what it's supposed to be doing?
He giving them a report.
Standing on business.
Y'all step back. So y'all,
Okay, go ahead.
You know, do that sound like that was his enemy, or do that sound like he giving a report?
Hey, that's not. Well, that sounds
They
like an
having a
enemy.
nice conversation.
Hey, does that sound like an enemy, or is he reporting to his boss?
Sound like it.
He's going.
And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job?
And who said that?
The Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job?
So
So you gonna test my servant Job out? Because Satan just told up and throughout the earth, doing what he do. He's the devil, you know, which he's the tempter. He's also referred to as the tempter. He's been going through tempting people, you know, X, Y, Z. You said we can check out my servant Job, though. Right? Go ahead.
That there is none like him in the earth,
No, nobody's righteous like Job. Job gonna follow me no matter what, right? Go ahead.
a perfect and upright man, one that feareth Yahweh and sheweth evil.
He shuns and he pushed evil away. Go ahead.
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, doth Job fear God for naught? Hast thou made a hedge about him?
Right? He's like, he said, of course Job following you. You got
made
to
it
talk
good for him.
about him.
You got him
He
cushion.
happy. Of course he following you, right? Go ahead.
And about his house, and about all that he have on every side.
So everything, Job covered with everything.
Don't get it, man.
You know I can't touch him. You know what I'm saying?
Thou hast blessed the works of his hands. And his
The
substance
way this
is
conversation
increased in the land.
going, it don't sound like you talking to your enemy. They having an in-depth conversation. You want like,
But put forth thy hand now and touch all that he
Hold
has.
on.
Right? So
Read that-
Satan tells the Lord, put your hand forth. Right? Let you know that Satan, because the Lord is going to put his hand forth by doing what?
Satan,
Keep going. Keep going.
But put forth thy hand now and touch all that he has, and he will curse thee to thy face.
Right? So this is Satan to the Lord to go ahead and push evil on Job and watch what happens. Right?
You do
Keep
it.
going.
Let me get at him. Let me get at him.
Keep going.
And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he have is in thy power.
There you go.
Put
So
that
Satan
evil on
said,
it. You in the go. Let me get it.
he said, all right, do your thing.
Go put your
All that he
evil on.
got, you got it. Don't do what you don't do what you gonna do.
now you know that Satan is part of the Lord. Satan is the left hand side of the Lord.
Is that not a power you should be afraid of?
You should fear the
Hey,
Lord.
grab that song, Evil Angels.
Y'all get too much credit to Satan, man. I'm telling y'all, man.
He's following
I got
order.
He following orders.
I got something to say.
No, God is all right.
All of it.
God created evil. Evil doesn't mean, look, evil doesn't mean that the Lord is with you. It doesn't what happen. Man sin, man must be judged. It's that simple.
Hey.
If man never sinned, man would have to deal with this shit.
Boy, that whole goddamn Bible is confused.
How's it confusing? Don't sin. If your father told you, I'm gone, don't open the door for nobody. Let nobody in this house. Your father loves you. He protected you. He got a crib for you. I'm going to take care of some business. Don't let anybody in this house. You open the door. Let's in that house. Something get fucked up. What your father gonna do till he get home?
What he gonna do to you?
He gonna
Yes.
He
You
gonna hug
know,
you.
Gus.
He
You
gonna hug you.
already
I
know.
I
Look at
told
the girl on
you
your
don't do
sleeve.
this.
You know what's getting ready to happen.
I know I told you don't do this, but it's okay. You fucked up. He gonna big ass hug for you. He's gonna whip your ass.
That
Okay,
is.
right
That
there.
is.
It's that simple.
Hey,
It's not that complicated. In Hebrews, hold on. In Hebrews,
Yep.
as a father chasing his son.
That's it.
The Lord put evil out here to test you.
You got
No,
it.
no, that's Father is chastening us. Man.
Right.
It says your flesh tested yourself. Tempted you, man. It says your flesh. Grab the James. Let's grab the precept. Grab the James. The Father tempted you not. It's your own flesh that tempted you. Satan's job is to tempt you. Your flesh, he only goes for your desires. Satan plays on your desires.
Right.
And man goes to follow it because you already want it. You're supposed to have self-control as a spirit, not to walk after the flesh. Grab the James first.
In 1 and 14. But every man is tempted.
Start up.
Verse 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God.
Right. No, the Lord ain't tempt. The Lord ain't say, hey, look at this woman with this ass. She got a husband. Go ahead and try to get her. The Lord ain't tell you to commit adultery. The Lord ain't do that. You saw that ass, you desired it. All this other butt out here that's not married, you go get. The Lord said, you have many women as you want. Why you want the one that's married? Because your flesh wants what it wants. And it ain't the Lord tempting, that's your flesh. Go ahead.
It says, I'm reading it. James 1:13. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man.
Right, so the Lord don't tempt you. He ain't tempting no man. No flesh tempts you. If a man is brought to a lower state, his flesh tempts him to decide, I want to do whatever I can. God is a state. Even if that means curse the Lord. A man that fears the Lord is supposed to say, I'm not taking that route. I'm going to fear the Lord and do like Job did. All right, go ahead.
14 says, but every man is tempted on the way of his own lust
Own
and
desires.
Right.
Sorry, read that over. My bad.
It says, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed.
Right, the own lust entices you, which lust means desires. When you brought to a lower state, you can't, I just want to get X, Y, Z. Let me go rob this thing. That's your own lust. That ain't the Lord tempting you.
Right.
That's you deciding, oh, this evil thought in my head, let me go do it. But the Satan came into, made you realize, look at this. Look at this. You already desired it. So Satan's playing on your desires.
Yeah, you know what you like.
I gotta preach those. Let me finish this last verse. It says, then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death.
So that's the whole course. Your desires was there, all right? It was conceived, and then you acted on it. And then, because you committed that sin, now you got to get punished. It's that simple.
Wages of sin is what?
Yeah. And it don't mention you going to hell. So you're going to get death. That's the punishment. Not you don't go to hell and burn forever. Because you're going to say that.
So you're going to die.
This is that Hebrew.
If that was the case, Adam and Eve would have went to
That
hell.
was in the punishment.
You know what I mean?
Reincarnation. When you come back, a black person.
You stay in your lot. If you're a man, you come back as a man. If you're an Israelite man, you come back as an Israelite man. You don't change nations. You don't change genders.
Oh,
You don't come back as
Your
an
spirit is still
animal.
a spirit.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right, you are who you are.
yeah.
Right, because the scripture
You
is.
grab that Revelation 11. You are who you are.
And it's just over and over.
For now, you get that Daniel 12. Now you should come back as what? You come back in your same position. If you was a wicked motherfucker, you come back as wicked.
Come back and
Yeah.
If you wicked, you just a wicked.
The final judgment came yet. So this cycle continues to this final judgment.
oh, okay.
You just come back there. You just come back there and that evil motherfucker each time. That's so wrong. That's
Your
your
parent
spirit.
a little bit, okay? So
So just because you got a different body don't change your nature.
Yep.
You just keep doing the same shit. It's like you're drawn.
You got the Revelation
11:22 Revelation. Who got it?
Get that Revelation 11:22.
You got it? Let's go verse
22:11.
22 and 11.
That's what all right, Con, this Revelation 22 and 11.
Fast moving finger.
He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still.
Keep going.
And he that is holy, let him be holy
Now
still.
we know the Bible teaches repentance. So for a wicked man to repent, and this scripture to exist, that means reincarnation must exist. Because if you was wicked at this current state, you was doing whatever, the Lord sent this prophet say stop doing this. If that scripture say, well, you gotta stay wicked, then that means it's no repentance. So this proves that it's reincarnation because you're gonna stay in your same life. Now King David came back on this side. King David, just like Jeremiah, it said he forgot his heritage. He came back on this side, he forgot who he was. He was wicked. All right? Until he learned the truth. He got right. Now his spirit wasn't wicked, but he was doing wickedness. Until he learned to do that. Everybody comes back to their same life. Prophets come back as the prophets. A wicked ass nigga come back as a wicked ass nigga. Edomite, the so-called white man comes back to the so-called white man. Devil.
And this is at Daniel chapter 12 and verse 13. But go thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot.
Now he's going to die, right? Go ahead.
And stand in thy lot at the end of
He's
days.
going to come back in his lot.
That's
The same
clear.
position. The
Okay.
same place and position. That's Daniel. You tell him Daniel's going to come back again. That's reincarnation. Church don't preach that.
I got
That's
one.
plain. That's a King James Bible.
He said
Where
it
it
flat.
started was reincarnation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Hey, our grandfathers, our fathers, they always said this in the baby. What is your grandfather right here? Look at him. This is great grandfather. And they be right sometimes. They may not even know it. They be right sometimes. Now, fact,
In the same
Lord knows. Lord knows.
Okay, so
I can't say something I don't know.
all right, so
Generally, that's what
the brothers said out of Daniel, you stand a lot, right? Okay, now this is Isaiah 34. I'm gonna start at 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. So now, what are the prophets going to do? They're going to have to go back to this book. And that's why this book was even made, so that the prophets in the last days come back to this book.
It's called a book of remembrance. So the prophets basically wrote it to themselves, so when they read it, it's like a cheat sheet.
Right.
So it's a book of remembrance.
Right.
So we'll come back into our heritage and know who he is. But the Lord still, it's a time where the Lord got to open your understanding to it. He'll awaken he'll turn the lights from
Okay, so seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate, for my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. And he hath cast a lot for them, and his hand hath divided it into them. What is this? This knowledge, this understanding.
Right?
Yeah.
They get that wisdom returned to him who's practicing.
Right.
Now, how can wisdom return to you? How did it leave you?
You had to have it before.
You
to
went
be
to
able
the
to give it
spirit
back.
world, you died, you went to the spirit world, when you came back, eventually the wisdom come back to you. The Lord rest his spirit back on you.
Okay.
Hey, get that
Let me
also,
finish.
they who follow me in the regeneration. Get that too.
Okay. For them and his hand have divided it unto them by line. They shall possess it forever. So they always come back into their same lot. Where if there's a prophet in need or whatever the case might be, he's going to get this understanding on some level, and he's going to be able to go to wherever the Lord is sending him to, where he break it down. So they shall possess it forever, from generation to generation shall they dwell therein. So they go dwell in his wisdom.
Look at this scripture.
Oh yeah, and read that book of Solomon. Wasn't sure if no Sirach. Wasn't sure if it's church like practice. Good job.
Sirach 27 and 9. It says, the birds will resort into their light. So will the truth return into them that practice in her.
Right, so the truth returns to them who practice in it.
I think after some eternity, you go first lifetime, after the truth returns.
I see y'all next week.
All right, okay. Right, like the brother
Shalom,
read. Brother read that truth returns back to them that practice in her. It's Luke 22 and 31. And the Lord says, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. That's the truth returning back to Peter when he came back in the reincarnation. When he converted means to come back, to be brought back to what? To that remembrance. So here it is. Peter knew he was an Israelite. He knew Yahweh Shai. He knew, he was a follower. So when did he ever not have to come back? That's right. It was when he came back in the flesh in another lifetime that he was going to get this truth, and then he was going to strengthen the brothers. He was going to basically, tell them the truth.
I got something real quick for you. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 32. And the spirit of a prophet and the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. You know, and that just goes into it. Just like the brother was saying, man, if your spirit was if you was a prophet in the past, that's what you are now. You got Jeremiah, you got Ezekiel, you got Malachi, you got Job, you got Daniel, you know, you got Isaiah, you got all these men that were prophets back then on the earth now, doing the same thing they were doing. Like you said, Daniel standing in our lot. Then you got Daniel somewhere out here preaching. You know, he's standing in his life to the end of time. And we see that the end is coming. We see the end is near. As a matter of fact, it's here. You know, we just wait for that drop of a dime, and boom, you got some. You got to go ahead.
Matthew 19:28. And Yahweh said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which follow me in this regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right. So he says, so if you follow the Lord in the regeneration, what's the regeneration? When you look up that word, it's going up to again in the flesh. End it. Yeah, so again in the flesh. All right, so if you how do you follow the Lord in regeneration? All right, that's dying and coming back, doing it all over, doing it and continuing to do it, man. The Christian church ain't gonna teach you that, man. You know why? Because they don't even fucking know.
You're going to hell.
You're going to hell now.
I got something.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, where's the God is love at, man? You say God is love, but yet y'all think he made a place like you make one mistake. What about a motherfucker who's born a mute and can't talk? Can't hear or talk. And there's people like that. You ain't heard nothing. He can't hear nothing. Right, he don't even speak no evil. So now he gotta just die and go burn because he ain't man. What y'all doing is mixing paganism with the scriptures. That's why y'all celebrate Christmas. That's why y'all celebrate Halloween. That's why y'all celebrate Easter, which is Esther. Look at the motherfucking word, nigga. It say Esther. It ain't Easter. It say Esther. And that's a pagan god of fertility, man. A fertility god, man. What the fuck do eggs and rabbits got to do with anything? Fertility. Fucking and making babies. That's what it represents, man.
Got something real quick for what you were saying.
Everybody heard that saying, boy, they fucking like rabbits.
Yeah.
Advertise free prescription.
Oh.
This is Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that have been is that which shall be, and that which is done which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything where in this word see was this new? It have already been a whole time. This was before us. So we don't have form of remembrance of these things. The Lord is bringing us back to our life, like the brothers were going into the scriptures. So just because we may not know who we are, we may not know if this person, that person, but we know who we are because the Lord brings us back to the remembrance of things. We may not just remember that at that time, what it says right here, verse 11. There is no remembrance of former things, neither should there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those who come after. So you're not going to remember who you are and those things in this life that you got, but in that new life, the Lord will bring you back to your life, and then you're going to get back to where you're supposed to be doing. And whether you're a prophet or you're a wicked nigga or whatever you was doing, you know.
The perfect example is Elisha. The prophecy of Malachi says what? That he was going to return before the dreadful day of the Lord. And then you go into the book of John, the scribes came up to John the Baptist and they're like, are you Elijah that was for to come? And he said, no. He's like, no. He didn't even know he was Elijah. But then
How was
But
I
then
calling him? He said he was
the
Elijah.
disciples asked Yahushua, why did they, the scribes and the Pharisees, say Elijah must come first? And he said he already did. And then they understood that he spake of John the Baptist. So even Elijah coming back as John didn't know that he was Elijah's prophet.
He was, and the scriptures say that he was basically the top dog. He was the best prophet, if I'm not mistaken. John the Baptist. All right, you know. All right. Oh yeah, I get
Book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 5.
But hey, so you Christian folks, please give us the breakdown if we wrong. But I guarantee you, we ain't wrong.
Look about you gotta walk away from it.
Right. Hey, look, you know what, man? We done teasing. We gonna open up. We got plates. Spaghetti with shrimp. Catfish.
One chop. They put the shrimp in the dressing.
They put the
spaghetti.
yeah, the spaghetti. Yeah. I ain't even taste.
It's the book of Jude, chapter
it.
1.
Oh yeah.
It's the book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 5. I will therefore put you in remembrance.
Say what?
I will therefore put you in remembrance, though you once knew this.
Oh, so how can you get put in remember something if you supposed? Hey, look, you supposed to die and go to either or, right? Heaven or hell, right? So what do you gotta remember? How do you forget something you once knew? By dying. All right? And now you coming back and you get put in remembrance that, hey, look, we the Israelites, man.
Right with Ecclesiastes, the brother didn't want to bring out no more. Perfect time. If the Lord show is perfect.
Book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 5 again. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though you once knew this, how that the Lord have saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believe not.
Right, so hey, look, and that fear of the Lord is getting put back on you too, man. All right, because before we came back into the knowledge, we was living our life like it's golden, like the rest of these motherfuckers.
Right.
Hey,
You know?
in the curses, Deuteronomy 28, verse 15, it says all these curses were going to come upon those the Israelites, and they were in the wilderness. They didn't get put in no captivity during that time on ships. They left Egypt. When did they go back into Egypt with ships?
Right.
So he was speaking of a future time period that they were going to have to go through those things.
And it's evident that we went on them boats, man. I don't give a fuck what motherfucker tell you where the ship's at. Hey, look, that shit happened. You know, it happened. Hey, it's evident. Hey, they make movies about it. You ain't just gonna make movies about some shit that didn't happen, man.
I mean, it fucking happened. Everybody knows.
Right. No, but you got motherfuckers.
I know. You got motherfuckers on the internet telling you 3 times 1 is 1.
It's still these things
Whatever
are flex.
times
Dumb
is
motherfucker.
These niggas are retarded. Hey, hit that. Get a 31. That guy's
1
wrong.
plus 1 is 3. Looking at
Right. That's what he said.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 1, and it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee.
Upon thee.
Upon you.
So, right, upon you. So he's talking to them messed up right there.
Perfect. Blessed and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all nations.
You shall call them to mind.
Yeah.
This is the Lord is telling these things going to come upon you specifically. Not your sons. No scripture say the Lord will judge the fathers for the son, the son for the father. Exactly.
Hey, get that story about the blind man too.
Oh, yeah, we
John,
got
John.
Whether the Lord Yahweh thy power hath driven thee. Hey man, hey, these curses have came upon us, man, because we didn't want to follow the law, statutes, and commandments everywhere we go, man.
And that's why you got chicks that remember themselves over the whole planet.
Yep.
Hey, not only the elect is waking up, but the wicked about people is waking up to the understanding that they Israelites too.
They can't.
I fucked up.
Hey, yeah, Nick Cannon, know he called a nigga hard. Edomite.
Yeah, the second chapter says some should wait to everlasting light, some should wait to everlasting shame and contempt.
Right.
I got a quick one. This is 2 Peter 3:1. The second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you in both
said, I'm sorry.
which I stir up your pure mind by the way of remembrance. The Lord stirred up our pure mind by the way of remembrance, giving us the understanding, rightness from affliction, that ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets, and of the commandment of us, the apostles, and the Lord and Savior. So the Lord set it back up, putting the prophets back down here, and put everybody in the way of remembrance. Which he set that up with his will.
With the elect back in the way.
God, the truth,
The truth shall return to its practice.
Right. So only the elect is gonna take this knowledge and really make the right use of it, which is utilizing it for salvation. But you wicked niggas, y'all take it.
They wicked. Why they respecting the wicked?
They trying to get the bag on.
They trying to do everything of us right.
it says, knowing this first,
Some of them is trying to get appearance to look this and damn here from bitch.
knowing this first, that there should come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lust. And then the same people with that in, they scoffed it, and they walking after their own lust. They doing their own desires, which lust means desire. Not, I'm looking at a thing like lust. No, the desires of your heart, man. And it says, that talk about that, going after your lust, your appetite. You know, the lust of your appetite. So you basically lusting after every goddamn thing you want. When the Lord say, hey, there's some things that's lawful, but some things are just not as deep.
You gotta understand when it says lust, you gotta differentiate. It's called context. Because it's talking about one after the lust of the flesh. Unless it specifies, you gotta be right with it. It says you can sell, the way you're too far, sell your land, whatever you want to sacrifice, sell it, and get whatever you lust for. Whether it's strong, drink, or mixed, meaning your desires. You got desires that's okay, you got wicked desires. That's simple.
So the Lord wants you to go forward the right way. So don't follow your way. People know that basically, man, it's either you gonna get right or you gonna get wrong.
Get right and get going.
Yeah, must have something.
Back in the time of sin, right? 1 chapter 30, verse 2, and shall return unto Lord Yahweh thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children with all thy soul, and with all thy soul. The only thing that's going to return back to Yahweh Shabbat Shah is the elect, man. Get here the price, man. All right?
All right, get that, John.
This is John chapter 9 and verse 1. And as Yahushua passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?
So why is it asking the question, how did he sin so he be born blind? They talking about his last life. So what did he do while he was born blind?
How could he do anything?
How could he do anything? He a little baby.
Born like that.
He was born like that.
And you know,
The man was born blind, so how could he do anything to be born blind? Which proves reincarnation.
right? If it's YOLO, then how could he have done something and then come out that way? If it's YOLO, you only live.
Right. No, yeah.
And Yahushua answered, neither hath this man sinned nor his parents, but that the works of Yahweh should be made manifest in him.
Right. So the Lord just wanted to flex. This man was born blind, so the Lord can flex his power.
Right. When you even Yahweh Shai asked his disciples, he said, who do they say that I, the Son of Man, am? And they said, well, some say you're Elijah, and some say you're Jeremiah or one of the prophets. And see, because they understood back then reincarnation. They understood that. All right, that was understood. Today, it's not understood because you guys were taught false
Well,
doctrine.
because these niggas don't care. They're willingly ignorant.
They like to hear that.
Because their grandmama, even themselves, will say, oh, this is my grandfather brought back. He looked just like that, the same way. But they don't give a fuck.
They don't. They'll say all that, then turn around and say reincarnation.
Right. But you just told me This is your grandfather right here.
That's somebody got an old soul. You tell a kid he got an old soul. How the fuck you got an old
They
soul?
stay saying, they can't, you can tell, they can't fuck.
No, I thought you think the same thing.
What about,
You know what I'm saying?
the niggas don't give a fuck.
Niggas is bugged out. So, anybody got something else?
I just got one thing for you. This is Matthew chapter 1 and verse 1. The book of generations of Yahweh Shai, the Mashiach, the son of David, the son of Abraham.
Damn.
It says the book of the generations. Generation
This
means
one of my favorite
lineage.
scriptures.
That means lineage. So they say Yahweh Shai was the son of David and the son of Abraham.
That's
Hey,
name too.
even Yahweh Shai came out and said, they say that it would never be another man as wise as Solomon, but here am I. That's because they was the same person.
There it is.
He was the son of David.
Maybe,
He was King Solomon.
because he was Solomon.
Yeah, he was King Solomon, and he was the son of Abraham, which he was Isaac, which is symbolic because King
was the
Solomon was the sacrifice as Isaac, and he's the wisest as Solomon.
Hey, and then what's crazy about that? He said Abraham was happy to see my day and was glad. Right? And the prophets wanted to kill him. Like, this nigga's crazy. But he was talking about, hey, when the angel, when you read the scriptures, the angel, it was the Lord, and there was two other angels that was with him. He said, I'm gonna return to you in the time of life. Right? Which is a woman giving birth. So that angel that came was Yahweh Shai, and he told Abraham, I'll be back in the time of life. So you gonna pop your woman, I'll be back in about 10 months. 10 months, I'll be coming through. You know what I'm saying? Then he gave birth to Isaac.
You got to get holy, dude.
Hey, and that was the same. And then when you go into the scriptures, them same three angels went to Sodom and Gomorrah and destroyed that motherfucker in them 5 cities. You know what I'm saying? Which was the Lord, man. You know. So with that, you know, we want to give all praise and honor. Oh, hold on. Yep. We want to give all praise and honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
We hope it was edifying. We want to give double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Citation brothers pushing this word with true sincerity, with charity. Shalom and the Bible above.
Above.
Yeah, I had a brain fart real quick.